So I picked up this Redodo battery. Redodo, I don't know how they want to pronounce it. Sometimes it's together, sometimes it's apart, so I give up. I've heard it pronounced both ways by people. I've heard it other ways, but um, so I got this. This came shipped out. It says Jack from Efficiency International LLC, Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, 46 pounds, almost 47. There's all the labeling on it. So this was refurbished, reconditioned, something. We'll open her up and see what we got here. So this was ordered directly from the Redodo company, from their website. So I don't know if they refurbish them in the US and then ship them out just to get a little money out of their batteries if something's going wrong. But yeah, like I said, right from their website, this was $483 for a refurbished unit. It comes with a 4-year warranty instead of the 5-year warranty. You know, I'm not super concerned about a 1-year difference. So yeah, 12.8 volt, 200 amp hour battery, 100 amp BMS should be fine for all I need. Hi, here are your post bolts. Oh, so they're under that, so should be somewhere. I don't feel anything there. Oh no, they're on the, yeah, there they are. So that's where those are. Don't throw that away, or you will have a bad time trying to replace those. So here's your nylon strap to pick them up. It looks really good. Doesn't look messed up at all. No issues with the threads. Maybe a little dirty. It's gonna be in my van or my bus, so not like it's gonna live a gorgeous life. Not like I'm gonna destroy it either, but to save a few bucks. So I used the Hobotech. His discount was just Hobotech. I don't know if it's just because it was recent enough that was valid, but it was a $30 discount to bring this from $510 to $479.93 shipped. So I figured that's a great price for a 200 amp hour battery. This thing is massive. So yeah, I'm gonna hook it up to some solar this weekend probably, and then we'll kind of check it out. I've got this 100 amp hour BMS, 200 amp hour. I've got a 160 amp hour solar panel from EcoFlow. It's a portable solar panel, so we'll test that. I've also got my Bluetti PS70. I got that for well, I paid $200 for the solar panel on Black Friday and $180, I think. No, maybe it's the other way around. $180 for the solar panel, $200 for the PS70 for Bluetti, and that's a 700 watt hour solar generator, solar, whatever they call them, solar system, something like that. Just because they're not technically, they don't generate the electricity, they use the power provided from the solar panels. There's a whole thing behind that, but if you look up solar generator, you'll find that type of device. So going camping this weekend, we'll test this out, and I'll pull this out and just kind of give you a look at what it looks like inside the box. Here's what we got: lithium iron phosphate deep cycle battery. They used to be called Zooms, and they changed to Redodo. A lot more on this side. 2560 watt hours, or 2.56 kilowatt hours. So this should be plenty to control all the electronics I'm needing. I've got quite a few things. Still trying to figure out how I want to set it up. Because I've got a Redodo MPPT / DC to DC converter unit, and that does 50 amps Thing is it only does 50 amps combined, so that means if you're pulling in 40 amps of solar, then you only get 10 amps from your alternator, your starter battery, when it's running. So that's just going to kind of limit some of your power. But I've also got a 40 amp DC to DC converter, so maybe I just use the MPPT controller portion and then just use the 40 amp DC to DC converter on my bus. So since it is a bus, it's got a handicap lift, probably going to take that out because that weighs a ton and it doesn't work correctly. So if I just scrap it, get the money from that, make sure I bypass the interlock systems, then I'll have, and it's got all that copper wiring running to it. So yeah, should be plenty to, with that high amp alternator, to run 40 amp charger to my battery. If you have any questions about anything I'm working on, or any of the, there's different things that I've got reviews on power tools and things like that. So if you have any specific questions, please give me a comment below. I've also started up a group for van and bus building, so that's just to kind of get started with that, because I'd rather do my own specific group. So it's schoolie and van life building, any budget. So if you'd like to join that, learn anything about solar, ask questions on there, want to know about building things out, try and help with answers or at least videos on how to do that, because there's a lot of great videos out there with Chuck Cassidy. So we really want to be a great community for helping people out on understanding this kind of stuff, because it's not easy. I didn't just figure out how to do this in a day. This takes almost a strong commitment just to understand some of the basics. And I've done some electrical engineering in the past. I did that for a year, so learned a lot of components, how things work. So again, any questions, just hop on there. Sometimes I do video chats with people that, especially people that really struggle on some of the things, just understanding some of the basics. I've done some video chats with those people just to kind of show them what I have, how things work, and just answer specific questions that they have. So love to see you over there.